Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear students, actually missed the lecture because I had to, you know, got a call from the home and my father was not feeling well and all that. So I had to get back to home and, you know, there are, other than teacher, you have a lot of things to do. But nevertheless, we don't miss a lecture. The lecture is here. I will try my best to get some kind of a knowledge going through. So if you look at this problem here, um, one second. If you look at this problem here, firstly, okay, this is a transportation problem. As you could see, there's a destination on this side, there is a source on this side, destinations on this side. So we've got three destinations, three sources, and they got their supplies and they got their demand. Now, if I calculate the total, supplies, that is 400 plus 100 plus 200, that is 6 plus 1, 700. What about this guy? This is 3 plus 2 is 5, 1, 600. This is 600 only. So I have demand 600 and supply 700. So that means this is not a balanced transportation problem. Rather, it's an unbalanced transportation problem where I'm seeing supplies are more than demand. But we know we gotta make them balanced. So how we do that? So before we build our initial basic feasible solution using any of the methods we have, one of the methods we have done already, matrix minimum method. Okay, even though we have the matrix minimum method, okay, even though Mehraj is calling, I'm recording this. Wa alaikum warahmatullah. Mehraj.
Sir, sorry to disturb.
Not a problem. I was doing your work, I am in the middle of a recording a video for you guys.
Sir, thank you, sir. Thank you.
So
sir,
you,
actually, मैंने तो program किया.
Okay.
Sir, कसम से सारे सर 8 बजे से तकरीबन 8:30 से ऐसे ही बैठा हूँ वो sorting करते करते.
That's nice.
चल रहा है program लेकिन जब मैं डाल रहा हूँ ना input.
Okay.
5 4 3 2 1 वहाँ सर sitting खाली 1 1 1 दिखा रहा है comparison नहीं कर रहा.
एक काम करो, I will record this video. In the meantime, you send me the code. I will get it fixed. Okay. Or yes, by tomorrow we discuss this in class. Okay.
Yes, sir. Can I send you the same code on WhatsApp?
Yes, why not? I'm in the middle of a recording a video for you guys. Okay.
Sir, in case if you detect the error, please tell
me. Yeah,
surely.
Don't worry. That's very nice. ऐसी तरह तो सीखते हैं. When you do the things, you learn by that.
आंखों की रोशनी तक चाहिए error ढूंढ के program चल रहा है अच्छे से लेकिन comparison नहीं हो रहा है.
Send me the code. Send me the code. I will fix it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Allah. Thank you. Okay. Anyways, so here we go. So I am saying this is an unbalanced. In fact, it's very nice. Students are working. It's 9:55. Students are working, sending me code. That's fantastic. I want this kind of response from students. I would like to work more, but you have to work more also. Inshallah, together we can make a difference if we work together. Anyways, so I am saying we got the supplies is more than demand. In that case, if supplies is more than demand, I want to make the 600 match toward to the 700. So which is the 700 minus 600, that is 100 deficit. So 100 is deficit where? In demand side. So what should I do? What I do is we add a column. If the demand side is deficit, if demand is lesser than, if demand is lesser than supplies, we apply a dummy column, sorry. Okay, this is my, if this was destination 1, destination 2, destination 3, I add up another destination dummy 4. Okay, this is the destination dummy destination 4, where cost of each of the cell is 0, so it doesn't matter, there is no cost whatsoever. But I add that 100 on the demand side, because where is deficit? On the demand side. So I have to add on the demand side. Therefore, I have to add up a dummy column, and such that the demand now comes 700 and supplies comes 700. It becomes balanced. If, in other words, in other case, the demand is more than supplies. Now I have to balance again, but on a supplied side. Like in this example, we have a supplies which is 800 only, and the demand is 1000. So now demand is greater than supplies, or supplies are less than demand. Now I have to balance where in supply. So what I do is I add up one row with the zero cost. With the zero cost, as you could see, it is all zeros here. It doesn't matter because it's all zeros. But I add up that 1000 minus 800, 200 on here, so that my supplies comes equal to the demand. Okay, this is what we do. If the supplies is more, add up on row, and जो difference है supplies और आपके demand में, उतना आप वहां पे add करोगे. अगर demand छोटा है supplies से, तो फिर demand को पूरा करने के लिए आप एक column बिठा दो zero cost का. ठीक है, जैसे इससे पिछली example में किया. Now we have one question of matrix minimum method, and here my problem is that I don't have if you do this here, the problem with this is code is that I have 235 total supplies, that is 235, but demand is smaller, that is 215. So if I ask you a question, there's deficit of 20 in the demand side. So demand is lesser than the supplies. So before I go for matrix minimum method, because my original question is to solve it in a matrix minimum method to build the initial feasible solution, but the thing is that it's not balanced. So I need to do first balancing. So how I do, so what should I add? Should I add a column or should I add a row? A dummy column or dummy row? Because here demand is lesser than supply. So I have to add on the demand side. So if you have to add on a demand side, that means you have to add from this side. Okay, that means you got to add up a one. Very good. Column. That's here. We add up on one column here, 0, 0, 0, right? And then on the supply side, we got 76, 82, whatever. Now here, this 20 is added, which was deficit, so that both of the guys become 235 and 235. Now there is no issue. Now we can go forward and solve it using our, let me take a smaller pen, matrix minimum method, where we see which one is the smallest. 4 is smallest. Okay, 72 is smallest, 76 is smallest, 72 is smallest. What should I do? I add up 72 here. When you add up 72 here, this is gone, this is 0. So that means this whole thing is grayed out, right? Maybe I put up a gray. So this whole thing is, I think in this way, I have to gray it out, because now I cannot access this thing because I have initialized it 4. So this is grayed out. I can't use it then because 72 is gone. Okay, does it make sense? Now after that, you have to cut 72 from this also. So how much is left out from the 72? Was it 72 in the beginning? Let me see what is 72, 76. Yes. So when 72 is gone, how much is left out? In fact, I did wrong. I'm sorry. I should not, because who is smallest? Very sorry. Okay, who is smallest? 0 is smallest. We should first assign 0, not the 4, right? We should first go for 0. So let me go for a 0, assign 0. Who should I assign? 20 go in or 76 go in? The least among the two. Because with the 0, there is 76 on the supply side and demand side is 20. So 20 goes in. So 20 goes in like this. So 20 is 0, this is 0. So that means this whole thing is gone because this is 0. Now this is done. And from the 76, I will cut the 20. And sorry, I should cut the 20, not write the 20 there. So when you cut the 20 to 0, 20 from the 76, this will be 7. And from 7, you cut the 2, that is going to be 5. So it's going to be 56, I guess. Okay. Now, who is the least? Now 4 is least one. Now I assign 4. Should I assign 56 or 72? Definitely 56, because 56 is smaller. So I assign 56 to the 4. This is gone 0. So this will be grayed out. You have to gray out. Now you cannot access any of them. And then from 72, you cut down the 56. So 12 में से 6 निकालेंगे तो 6 होता है. और यहाँ पे 6 में से 5 तो 16. So 16 is left out. So which one is smaller now? I am seeing the 8 is smaller. Okay, so I should give 8. Should I give 77 or 16? I should give him 16. So let me give it 16. This is gone. When this is gone, 0. So this whole column is grayed out. So I cannot access that, right? And cut 16 from 77. Now 77 को 16 निकालेंगे. 7 में से 6 1 and 7 में से 1 6. So this 61 is left out. Now who is lesser among these four? 24, 16. I got a couple of 16s. I can take any one you like. Let me take the top one first, the 16. And should I give it to 41 in or 82 in? So smaller is 41. So give 41 to it. Okay. Now this is cancel out. So gray this area. So I had sorry. So I have to gray them up. I cannot take now any more 24 or something like that. And 41, cut 41 from this. So this is gonna be 41, right? Okay. After that, who is smaller? This 16. Should I give it 102 or should I give it 61? 61 is smaller. Give him 61. It's crossed out. So it becomes 0. When it becomes 0, I cannot take anything from this row now. Okay, anymore. Now from 102, cut the 61. So 2 में से 1 निकलेगा तो 1 बचा और 10 में से 6 तो 4, 41 बचा. Now only one element is left, that is 24. Now what should I do? I should give 24 either 41 or 41, so both sides 41. So that means because it's only left out, demand and supplies that should be same. So give it 41, cut 41 to 0, cut 41 to 0, and gray this out. That means everything is grayed. That means I have exhausted all the resources and cost metrics in a cost matrix. Nothing is left out. So now my initial basic feasible solution, what will be my initial basic feasible solution is 4 into 56 plus 0 into 20 plus 24 into 41 plus 16 into 41. Okay, let me put them in appearances to differentiate them. Plus 8 into 16 plus 16 into 16, right? Whatever the answer comes, okay, calculate the answer. That's going to be my initial basic feasible solution. And what I was trying to find was the minimal cost. So that's going to be my initial minimal cost. Even though that may not be the optimal, that's why I have the Modi method, etc. But I have to build the initial basic feasible solution. And this is going to be my, whatever the answer comes, as my initial basic minimum cost. Okay, I think you got it. If you don't got it, watch it again and again till you get it. Okay, then see you next time. Ma salama.